Hello, it's Chapter 11, Ethics. I'm managing a team to select an architect for the company's new office complex. The problem is that Jack doesn't do any work and misses out on the meetings. I spoke to him about it, and he confided that he's going through a divorce and he can't concentrate on the project. First of all, we need to recognize the stage of friendship that Jack and I are in. It's important that we realize what stage of friendship we're in so I know how to quite to deal with the problem. Obviously, if we're on an intimate stage, which it makes it sound like it is, somebody who's just a contact stage, a friendship, really who's not going to divulge divorce information to me. So I feel that the friendship level is determining the friendship level is important, first of all. What stage of friendship are we at? Feel sorry for Jack, and I've been carrying him for the last few months. We realize now that I'll never be able to pull the project in on time if I don't replace Jack. Going back to the definitions and characteristics of friendships is important in this situation. We must remember that friendships must be mutually productive. I emphasize mutually because obviously it's not being mutually productive. I'm carrying Jack and he's not helping. So if the friendship is not mutually productive, they can be destructive to either person. The textbook says once destructiveness enters into the friendship, it can no longer be characterized as a friendship. But in real life, do we really adhere to those strict rules? How many times do we carry our friends? And it's okay, next time we'll get you, buddy, or we completely understand, especially in Jack's situation. He's going through a divorce. So, just kind of really, really focus on that. How strict do you want to play the friendship rules? Sometimes you can bend them, maybe somewhere down the road Jack's going to repay you. So we'll get into that a little bit later here. Also, you don't want to get a negative appraisal because of Jack. In what ways is this a dilemma? Obviously, on a personal level, you need to support Jack. He's your friend and he's going through a rough time. Professionally, he's hurting your project. You need to draw the line between personal and professional level on friendships. And you need to follow that line. It's very difficult. It's a very fine line. But once you do draw it and both of you understand it, I believe that it'll make for a really good friendship. Possible difficulties to which way you could respond. Explaining to Jack that you have been covering him for the past few months. He may not feel as though you've been covering him or caring as though. Maybe he feels he's doing a good job. So maybe you just need to communicate that to him. And you may be surprised. Maybe he will accept the differences and the separation line that we spoke about a little while ago and be a good man and excuse himself from the project or refocus his efforts. Also, how do they navigate between those difficulties and arrive at the most ethical solution? Sit down and explain to Jack and communicate with Jack your side of the problem. Maybe he'll see it and excuse himself from the project like I talked about earlier. If he does not, let him know that you want to support him in any way you can on a personal level. But on a professional level, he needs to respect your decisions. You're the project manager, or I am, however you want to look at this. And Jack needs to realize that his personal life is getting in the way of his professional life, and not only his, but those around him as well. So, nearing the end of the course here, so this is one of the last posts. Really enjoyed it. Look forward to posting this. Have a good week.